26.1 minutes. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, that's how long it takes to commute one way to work. One way to work in the U.S. Now, round trip, that would be 52.2 minutes. It would be 4.35 hours per a 5-day work week. And that would be over 200 hours or about 9 days out of a whole year. 9 days. Now, this is all according to Sarah Bridger's 2018 article. These are the states with the longest and shortest commutes. How does yours stack up? Now, while I'm Texas A&M, I'm pretty sure that you, as well as other Aggies and me, have all experienced road rage while being in a car during rush hour or being the driver of a car during rush hour. Now, we've probably either gotten really stressed out or we've blown up like, why did you cut me off, you? Or, why are you not doing this, you? Now, it doesn't have to be this way, and with the future of self-driving cars just around the corner, it won't. Today, I am here to talk about how self-driving cars work, the fact that they may be in development, but they already are showing benefits, and the fact that I did all this through research that I've done. My name is Eduardo Sanchez, and I am a software engineering major at Texas A&M University. Now, self-driving cars work by using data to make decisions. They may still be in development, however, they are producing benefits. Well, how do they produce these benefits? Well, how do they work then? Well, self-driving cars use sensors and softwares to make decisions for themselves and keep the driver and pedestrian safe. On the left picture, you will see a picture of all these different sensors picking up different things to basically tell the car, hey, this is what's going on. Now, in the article, What is an Autonomous Car, published by Synopsys Automaker on their website, they state that these cars use different sensors to basically be able to tell what's around them and make a map. And these sensors are radar, which basically tells them how close a car is, video cameras to basically tell them where the pedestrian is, what color the light is, what traffic sign am I seeing, and how close is this other car to me. And LIDAR to basically be as a sensor with light that bounces off light from other vehicles to tell how far away they are. And ultrasonic to basically be able to tell, hey, where am I navigating to and what curbs am I hitting? Now, this is basically showing us that the cameras are basically the eyes of the car, and that LIDAR is basically sonar, both light. Sonar basically works because if I'm looking at a wall that's super far away and I was to say, hey, and I would hear an echo, I would realize, hey, that wall is further away than if I was to just yell into my hand, hey, I would hear that right away and realize, oh, hey, this is right in front of me. And that's how LIDAR and sonar work. Now, that same article says that software uses pre-coded rules and obstacle avoiding algorithms to basically plan how to react, and then it sends these reactions to the actuators that control what you see on the right, the brake, the pedal, the gas pedal, and the steering wheel. Now, how do they do this? Well, the software is basically like the brain. Since the sensors were the eyes, they took in the data over to the brain and basically told it what to do. Basically, hey, this is the data, and then the software, the brain, decides, hey, this is what we need to do, and sends it to the other parts of the body. Now, the actuators are like the hands, they are the limbs, and basically, if my brain decides to do something, then I send it to a limb, and bada bing, bada boom, it does it. Now, algorithms are like step-by-step recipes. So if I was baking a cake, I would follow this recipe to the T. And so if I was holding the cake right here, if I wanted it to be the best that it could be, I would follow the algorithm or the recipe to make it the best. Now, while these cars may be working, they still have flaws such as the need for wireless access and the possibility of security breaches. Now, in Dr. Adnani's 2018 article, the road to self-driving cars is paved with wireless signals. He states, on today's 4G networks, a vehicle traveling at highway speeds moves about 4.6 feet from the time an obstacle is seen to the time the braking command is executed. That delay could mean the difference between safely avoiding an obstacle and a collision. Now, 4.6 feet may not seem like a lot, like from here to here, it may not seem a lot, but if you're driving real fast, then here to here means if you're alive or dead. Now, on the left picture, you see this low Wi-Fi picture. Now, we may see it as, oh, hey, that's just an inconvenience for right now, but to someone on the street, they see it as, hey, this is life or death if these cars come around. And now it gives us hope that, later on, whenever we get 5G and more widely available, this won't happen. The cars will be able to react like humans, and hopefully it does. Now, a second article by Lost Blame in 2015 called G Hackers Remotely Take Over Jeep Cherokee. Basically, Charlie Miller and Chris Balasag took over Wired reporter Andy Greenberg's Jeep Cherokee through Uconnect and basically had themselves a fun day while being at home. They basically drove him around, made him suffer while they were at home. Now, this provides good and bad. Bad that there's security updates that may be broken. However, the realization that, hey, we're gonna have more security updates because we're gonna wanting to be safe. Now, with these flaws, however, the cars have the benefit of communicating with each other between other self-driving cars. Now, what does that mean? Well, in Hertz's article on their website, they have an article called "Driverless Vehicles Could Reduce Traffic," and they state that the communication between each vehicle allows for platooning, basically on the right being able to be able a certain distance apart and stay that same distance apart without having to basically sacrifice the driver. The driver doesn't have to control it to stay at that point. The cars basically communicate and stay together tightly, and this allows for more cars to enter the roadway. Now, this is faster because this allows more cars to be on the roadway, and whenever people decide to get off or get on, the cars communicate and say, hey, this person needs to get off, and immediately all these cars come together, communicating together, and we'll let this car off and then speed back up and get back together. Now, to sum it all up, basically, these cars are the future, and even though they are still being developed, these technologies, the sensors and software, work together to basically make sure that the car stays safe. And even though they have flaws and benefits, they are still being developed. Now, hopefully, those 26.1 minutes that you commute to work and back are more bright than now because you have hope that, hey, this car is going to be there for me.